means people must know you. And you must know people. It's not enough to know people. People must know you. If you belong to any of these groups without being influential or relevant, you still don't have an operational network. It's not about who you know, it is who knows you. True or false? How many of us know the president of Ghana? All of us. If you like, from here, go to the Flagstaff House and say you know the president, so you are coming for a visit. You see what the soldiers will do to you. But if the president knows you, the president can invite you. So it's not just about who you know, it's about who also knows you. Build network horizontally and vertically. Build network with your mates, your peers, your colleagues, but build network with people who are higher than you. And build network with the people who are lower than you. Don't look down on anybody within your network. Some of your classmates drop out after JHS. It is fine. They are still your classmates. Connect with them. Some drop out after SSS. It is fine. Connect with them. Build network with the carpenters, with the laborers, with the plumbers. If you want to succeed as an entrepreneur, you need all these people in your network. That is a huge social capital. Next slide. It's not about who you know, it's not who knows you. Position yourself in life such that you are relevant. You may build a relationship with someone and benefit from the person's network. Do you understand it? Do you understand me? Your gentleman who invited me, are you enjoying the session? Are you enjoying the session? You know what is happening now? You are benefiting from his network. He used his network to bring me here, and you are benefiting. But it's because you are connected to him through church. So you can build network with people and benefit from their relationship. Don't call people only when you need something. There are young people, they will only call you when they need money. Here, I'm not sure we have some here. There are some here. Somebody's even pointing at one. The person is around this place. Several years ago, I went to speak in a camp, just like here. And a young lady followed me to my car and asked a few questions. Can I have your number? Yes, I took my number. Long story short, we realized that she wanted to learn a trade, but if he yet. It's okay, no problem. We'll help you. I spoke to my wife. We took her through the process. You know what? For the 3 years or so that she was learning the trade, there was no single occasion that she said, let me go home and go and see what they are doing and help them. Anytime she called me, she needed money. But we are committed to supporting her. So we said, it's okay. We took that decision. So we saw her through. From the time she graduated, I never heard from her again 2 years ago. Until this COVID period, that she called me, Daddy, things are hard. The COVID business is not coming. Immediately, I was driving with my wife from Cape Coast when she called. Immediately, I saw her call. I told my wife that she's coming to ask for money. You watch. Don't call people only when you need money. Serve people. Be willing to serve. The account says, you never know who will become the next Ghana Bill Gates. So be willing, go all out and serve people. Serve people. Don't serve expecting anything in return. Are you with me? As you are serving people, you are raising social capital. I've seen too many people who have had jobs because of relationship. Too many people. Too many people. I do a lot of financial planning seminars for free for people because eventually it comes back to benefit me. Law of giving without expectation. Sacrifice you make for others can have a long-term effect. You may not get direct benefit from those you help. They may give you recommendations among others. Yeah. So how do you build network? Go to places where influential people meet. Invest time in the life of others. Empower others. Next slide. Have a role model. Build communication skills. Be a role model to those around you. Fulfill your promises. Next slide. Assignment for you. For 1 week, treat every person you meet. Be nice. For the next 1 week, when you meet people, just smile and be nice to them and see how they will respond to you. If you are nice people, they will be nice to you. Social media is also important in networking, because social media easily connects you to your classmates and other people who are thousands of miles away from you. How many of you here have social media accounts? Okay, how many don't have? You don't have. I'll pray for you before I leave. I'll lay hands on you, pray for you. I went to talk to a church, and I was telling them that if you want to succeed as an entrepreneur, take advantage of social media, because social media is huge. When question time, somebody came to I've heard that the people behind the social media, they are Satanists. So if you join social media, you are sponsoring Satan. And I said, oh, okay. I've also heard that some of the people who do road construction, they are Satanists. So if you are going to Kumasi, you use the road. You are sponsoring Satan. If you have to go to Kumasi, you have to look for some bush. Your own cutlass, you will be cutting. But the cutlass cry, it may have been produced by somebody who is... The future is big data. Your network is going to influence and determine your net worth. If you want to succeed as an entrepreneur in social capital, you need family and friends. You need family and friends. Next slide. Let me tell you, this is my last slide on social capital, then I'll quickly look at financial capital. But come and look at, no, Angie, you are the MC, come and tell them something. So Angie, check for them, your colleagues, check for them how many contacts are on this phone and tell them the number of contacts. I lost my phone, I lost some contacts, and I started rebuilding.
8,540.
How many are on it?
8,540.
I have 8,000, over 8,000 contacts here. 8,540 contacts here on this phone. You know what it means? At my fingertips, I can reach 8,000 people. Thank you. The doctors are plenty here. The professors are plenty here. Networking makes things happen. It's huge social capital. There are times my son is not well, something, we need to go to the hospital. I tell my wife, don't worry, I have a specialist friend. Let's call the friend. One time we called the friend, specialist. So where are you? I said, I'm home. So okay, come to the hospital. When you come, don't come inside. Wait at the car park and call me. I got to the car park, gave him a call. He came out. Where is the child? In the car. Let me check. Hit the child a little bit for the child to cry. Check a few things. So this is not a problem. This is this infection. I'm giving you a prescription. Go and buy right now. Give it to the child. You'll be fine. Took the prescription out of his pocket. Gave me medication. Went to buy. 3 days. Finish. Child is fine. Say with me, networking. Say with me, networking. There was a time somebody needed some help. I nearly mentioned the gender. His or her investment had become bazaar. So I helped put it together. I said, how much will you charge for this good job you did for me? I said, I won't charge anything. It's my job, so it's okay. The person said, anytime you need a passport, give me a call. I didn't know the person's position. And then I needed a passport for my children and my wife. I needed a renewal. Ladies and gentlemen, long story short, I took the forms to wherever I needed to send the forms. Within 2 hours, I had 4 passports in my hand. In 2 hours. If you clap, what is that? I did a talk for some businessmen in Kumasi, and I was telling them about the power of networking. Question time, somebody said, but the passport experience you said is not fair, because you also have to be in the queue. So I was going to answer, and then the head pastor was there. Say, hey, don't answer this question, I will answer it myself. He took the microphone. You know the answer he gave to the guy? You know the answer? Should I tell you? Should I tell you? Okay. He said, look, gentlemen, even Jesus, even heaven, if you don't know Jesus, you won't go. If you don't have a networking with Jesus, you are not part of heaven. You are talking about fairness here. Linda, go back. Linda, first consignment for her business. Linda is my wife. Somebody held her hands and took her to Accra Central and said, oh, this is my junior sister. Give her some things on credit. That is all. Out of that, we've never taken a bank loan. Today, she has 3 shops. This is my sister. Give her a few things on credit. That is all. When she started traveling abroad, there was a friend. Anytime she's traveling, the friend will give her money. Oh, interest be and issue networking. When we were buying our first house, a lady friend of ours said, I'm giving you 60,000 cedis. Add it to your money and buy the house. Networking. Anytime you have it, come and pay. 2007, 2008, 2007, I changed job. A friend called me and said, Charlie, your car doesn't look good. For this new job, you need a new car. Go and look for a car of your choice. I would pay for the car. Anytime you get the money, you pay me back. Networking. That car, you know what I also did? There is a lady who served me faithfully. When I was the youth leader for my church, she was my secretary. When she was getting married, I said, I will drive you. So I drove them, and then I realized they had built, the husband, young guy, but he had built somewhere behind Asamai. The place is far. Hey. So when we took them to the house, I said, hey, so how do you go to work? He said, I've been leaving home by 5:30. When I went home, I spoke to my wife. I said, do you remember this car? That we had 2 cars there. Do you remember the other car? Somebody bought it for us and gave us time, and we paid whatever time. She said yes. I said, let's also give it to this couple. So we called them. Come home. They can say, this car, you to take it. Network it. You yourself, you and your wife, go and determine how much you want to pay for the car. We bought it 40,000 at that time. How much you want to pay, and whatever time you can have money to pay, you to pay. This was in 2008 or 2009. Charlie, from that time to today, every Christmas, hamper comes home. Hey! Say networking. Say with me, networking. How do you raise financial capital? And then we are done. One of the things you need to learn to do is to learn to pay yourself. How do you pay yourself? So a lot of people work hard, they make money. Once they make the money, they start. Landlord, Ghana Water, ECG, MTN, this and that, this and that. Aketuyano wahi. Aketuyano wahi. Aketuyano wahi. Asa, you ask yourself one important question. What is today's date? What is today's date? 24th. Enyakura entise. Then you encourage yourself for the next payday. The next payday will come and you distribute everything. So there are people seated right in this auditorium, or there are people who are watching me on social media. There are people who have been working the last 10 years. They have been earning salary. They don't have 10,000 CD anywhere. Financial capital, because they make the money and they give the money out. After I did some show with Bernard on City, a gentleman came to the office, went to his bank to take his bank statement from the day he started work. He said he wanted us to go through. You know what? The inflow salaries that had come through was more than 1 million Ghana cedis month on month. Total more than 1 million. The guy doesn't have 10,000 Ghana cedi anywhere. And I know what you are thinking. You are telling me in your mind right now, you are saying that Papa, Charlie, already the salary, you know the catch. And you are here saying we should pay ourselves. True of us, is that not what you are thinking? True of us, is the salary enough? Ladies and gentlemen, there is a law called the Parkinson law. The Parkinson law explains why most people retire poor. The Parkinson law explains the reason why most people will never be able to raise financial capital to start their business. The Parkinson law says that no matter how much you pay people, they will always adjust their lifestyle to match their salary. So as you are paying people, you increase their salary, give them 6 months, they will adjust lifestyle. And I tested this in Takwa last year. I went to a church, big church, and I asked them, how many of you struggle with your salary? If your salary is not enough, let me see by hand. All the hands went up. And I asked them, how many of you believe that if your salary is doubled from today, it will be enough and you'll be able to save? All the hands went up. I said, okay, those of you lifted your hand, I need 10 of you, come and line up. I'll say a special prayer for you. Your salary will be doubled. So I had 10 people rushing quickly. I gave them pieces of paper. I said, each of you write your current salary for me. So they wrote, don't add your name. They gave it to me. Watch me. Watch me. Among the 10, the lowest income earner was on a salary of 350 CD a month. How much is a double of that? How much is a double of that? 700. But right among the 10, there was one on a salary of 1,500, which is 4 times the 350. The guy earning the 350 says it's not enough, and that guy earning 4 times also says it's not enough. Among the 10, there was one on a salary of 11,000 a month, and they came at random. Among the 10, the highest income earner was on a salary of 20,000 a month. The guy earning 350 Ghana cedis a month says it's not enough. The guy earning 20,000 Ghana cedis a month says it's not enough. Because the Parkinson law explains it. People can adjust lifestyle. Do you know that you can easily buy a perfume for $2,000? Do you know that? Do you know that there are people who buy suits for over $1,000? So if you don't learn to pay yourself, the salary is never going to be enough. And I recommend the 10-20-70 principle. You believe in tithe, pay tithe like I do. But beyond tithe, any income that comes to you, you want to raise financial capital. Minimum of 20% of that income is for investment. Minimum of how much? Come on, minimum of how much? Those of you who are not married, you should do more. If you don't pay rent, you should do 50%. You don't pay utility bills, you should do 60%. Because once you have started work, you need to assume that if you have full responsibility, paying rent, your utility bills and all that would have come out of your salary. So, but I am saying minimum 20%. I got the 20% from the advice Joseph gave to Pharaoh, that the harvest will come. When the good harvest comes, let's put 1 foot away. That is 20%. 20%. The accounts have a proverb that says, only the wise bite bones out of eggs. How many have taken eggs this morning? Okay, let me rephrase the question. If I give you fresh eggs today, what will you do with your egg? Be honest. You fry it. If you get some corned beef and you toast your bread, now we are with this way, this way, we are here. Is you now stealing. But the same egg can hatch into a chicken. That chicken will grow, and out of that egg that you have the chicken, now you can bite bones out of that chicken. Indirectly, what you've done is to bite a bone out of your egg. Are you with me? Money is like an egg. You either consume it all today or you defer consumption and you can bite bone out of your egg. But the only way you can have that 20% is to watch spending habit. Look, anytime you are buying anything, ask yourself, do I really need this? If I don't buy it, what will happen? I nearly said something. If you allow me, I'll say it. There are some women seated here. They have dresses they haven't used the last 1 year. But last week, they bought new ones. There are people here who don't have any investment, but they have 30 shoes. You got to watch spending habit. Watch me. Your salary, or rather your income, must dictate what you eat, not your appetite. Can I take that again? Your salary, or rather your income, must dictate what you eat, not your appetite. There is a salary you can eat at Kimpiski, but there is a salary you do cocoa with kose in the morning. You will also be fine. In fact, there is some salary in the morning cry you don't eat. You pretend as if you are fasting. Like, I won't eat. Fasting, no fasting. Ash month, ash week, ash day, I'm fasting, I'm not fasting. Around 10 o'clock, you look for some gobe, with 2 sachets of water. And you make sure the concrete is solid. You would travel to evening without fail. Are you with me? Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to raise financial capital, don't be in competition with anybody. It's as simple as that. Don't be in competition with anybody. Let's watch simple things like utilities. Next slide. If you are married, the whole family must be involved. Get your children and all that involved. Anytime you are spending money, just ask important questions. After today, don't throw away money. Don't throw away food. Don't throw away leftover food. These are simple things we take for granted. She said, we are managing about 3.5 billion at the moment. So we meet a number of wealthy people. You will never meet a rich man. You will never meet a millionaire who is wasteful. You visit a millionaire, they are cooking plantain. They will tell you that wait and let's eat. Then they will ask you, the plantain, how many fingers will you eat? Say 3. When they finish, they will bring you 3. What the fairy here can't try. Next slide. Can we take this conversation together? One, go. Come on, hold on. I cannot hear you. Can we? I want us to take it together with energy. Can we take it together? One, go. Salary is the medicine for managing poverty. It does not cure it. Only a business or an investment cures poverty. Start investing now. Let's add the second one. One, go.
If you don't find a way to make your money work for you while you are asleep, you will keep working when you have to sleep.
The final thing I want to say on raising capital is everybody can make at least 1 million cedis in your lifetime. So I use the EDC fixed income fund. The return will be up to 2019. Average was 22%. If you did that, anybody who can do 150 every month within 23 years, 1.1 million. 300 a month within 19 years, 1.1 million. 600 a month within 17 years, 1.2 million. 1,005 a month within 13 years, 1.2 million. 3,000 a month within 10 years, 1.2 million. 6,000 a month within 7 years, 1.1 million. Everybody can make 1 million. At least 1 million Ghana cedi. Some will happen in 7 years. Some will also happen in 23 years, but won't make 1 million. I went to a church. I asked, how many can do 150 every month? The whole church. As the figure increases, the number of hands kept reducing. By the time we got to 3,000, it was only one woman. 6,000, the same woman. So I walked close to her. I said, Madam, you're a powerful woman. She said, oh, said me, I only lifted my hand by faith. Next slide. Dishonest money dwindles away, but he who gathers money little by little makes it grow. Next slide. Next one. Next one. Next one. Look at next one. Look at 500 cedis a month within 20 years, over 1 million. Next slide. 1,000 a month within 20 years, 2.3 million. Within 15 years, 863,000. In fact, within 5 years, 94,000. Next slide. 2,000 a month within 10 years, 642,000. I'm using 18%. Next slide. Next slide. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Look at somebody who does 10,000 cedis plus 200 every month, but growing the 200 by 10% every year. Within 10 years, 147,000. Within 20 years, over 1 million. Next one, 20K plus 500. Within 10 years, 339. Within 20 years, 2.5 million. Next one, 50K plus 1,000. The same scenario. Within 10 years, we are hitting 1 million. Next one, with 100K plus 2K. And we can go on and on. Next slide. But you have to start early. Turn to somebody observing social distancing and tell the person, start early. Start early, you start early. Tell the person. Next slide. Next one. Of course, if you want a place to invest, there are 2 areas I will recommend. You can do treasury bills. Besides treasury bill, is also the EDC fixed income fund. You can do it at any EcoBank branch. All you need is your passport picture, any national ID, with a minimum of 50 cedi. You can add, use Momo, use whatever. You can add and you can get in and out as often as you wish. The fund has always returned above treasury bill. Always above treasury bill. Next one. You can do it at any EcoBank branch. It's the biggest fund in Ghana at the moment. 1.7 billion cedis. Any EcoBank branch, say EDC fixed income fund. Monday you can start. You start building your social capital little by little. You get some momo, no, then you push them. You get momo, no, then you push them. Little by little, you can get the next one. Anything is achievable. Financial independence is possible. 4 pictures taken at the same place. Look at the transformation. That is the city of Dubai. Next slide. That is the ruler of Dubai. Next one. Of course, those who want to, has it been a good session? Oh, come on, has it been a good session? Yeah, those who want to take advantage can also get copies of my books and read them. I've authored 4 books, but I came with 3 of the books. Where is the guy seated? John should be outside. Yeah, so he's outside there. You can get copies and read them. Okay, cash or Momo. You can pay by cash or Momo. Next one. The best time to plant an oak tree, according to Tbdcyc in the Wealthy Baba. If you want to see the benefit of a tree, you should have planted it 20 years ago. If you made a mistake 20 years ago, the next time to plant the tree is today. And I say, the best time you should have started working towards financial independence and raising social capital and financial capital and starting your own business and all that was the day you started work, was the day you turned 18, was the day you turned 15. If you didn't do it at that time, the next best time is I am done. But before I hand over to Angie and my other friend, I will tell you a story and I hand over. So last year, watch me, I needed to go and do some work around the country. I was going to, watch me, please, you take off the telephone number so they will pay attention. When I finish my story, he will project it. Now watch me. So I was going to Kumasi, Takwa, Takrady, Cape Coast and back. So you see the route. So I went by road. But I went with a Land Cruiser V8. And the color was black. The color was what? Okay, good. So from Accra to Kumasi, there were policemen on the road stopping all the cars. When we got to where the policemen were, I expected my driver to also stop. But I saw him flash the headlights. And I saw the policeman signaling us. So I asked the driver, why? He's stopping everybody. The driver said, Mr. Mante, we are using a black Land Cruiser. I said, what is about the black Land Cruiser? He said, that is what the politicians use. So if a policeman doesn't want trouble. I said, my friend, stop telling me this Anansi story. What kind of Anansi story is this? And I didn't believe it. So we went to Kumasi, spent 3 days. Kumasi to Takwa, I was tired, so I was asleep. Sitting behind, asleep. And I heard the driver calling me. He's gone. Mr. Mante, kwenoko. Meaning, look at something. So I opened my eyes and we are approaching a police barrier. And the driver said, Onake Mofia Mombuefai, Black Land Cruiser Samba. You see the policemen wearing their beret. Because a black Land Cruiser is coming, they don't know, it may be the original minister. I said, wow. Wow. So we get to the barrier and I saw the policeman. And yours truly, I was sitting at the back. Once they saluted with a serious face, I also lifted my hand. Take good care of the place. Regional minister for one day, Honorable Pokofi Mante. So we get to Takwa. I had lunch with a friend. I believe in networking. Anytime I travel, anywhere, city within Ghana, outside Ghana, I'll make sure I locate a classmate, an old friend, somebody we had lunch or dinner or something. So I had lunch with a friend. So I said, Osofu, Land Cruiser. I said, why? Apparently, one time he had traveled from Takwa to Takoradi, left his car at Takoradi, flew to Accra. But on returning to Takoradi, he missed his flight. Stranded at the airport. His car is in Takoradi. He's going to Takwa. He's in Accra. So he calls a friend. The friend says, you know what? My driver will pick you up to Takoradi. So the driver comes to the airport, and the driver comes with the Land Cruiser, and the color is. So he opens the front door to sit, and the driver says, boss, Land Cruiser, you don't sit at the front. Go to the back. So he goes to the back, sits down, straps his seatbelt, and the driver turned. Where did my boss say I should take you to? He said, Takoradi. You know what the driver told him? You know what the driver told him? The driver said, no problem. Today, I will show you the power of black Land Cruiser. They left the airport around 5 p.m. If you are familiar with the Kaswa Budumburam traffic, around 5 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, within 2 hours, they were at the Takoradi Air Force Base. 2 hours. And when they got there, the driver turned. So from Accra to Takoradi, he didn't talk. A Jano who be there. What Timothy no bumpy on the trim. You're to 2 years now, send you out to full it. And Udu baby, I know a change. Abide with me, Lord. 2 hours. Once they got to Takoradi, the driver turned again and told him, I told you that I will show you the power of black Land Cruiser. Ladies and gentlemen, go and make money. Ladies and gentlemen, go and start your own businesses. When you make money, don't forget to support the church. When you make the money, chop some of the money, enjoy some. And finally, when you make money, please buy a good car. In buying a good car, if you decide to buy a Land Cruiser, the color must be black.
Please give it up for Mr. Paul Mante. Amazing. Please, if you have a black Land Cruiser and you are sitting here, officially I'm your friend. I want to chop post. Right. I think we are going to open up for questions now. But before the questions, it's a tradition now. Every time you see me stand here, we are going to do some fast fingers.
Calm down.
Pick your phones.
Calm down.
So that you can get fast fingers, get the airtime, so do your business online and buy a black Land Cruiser. Start from 2 Ghana.
24791666585831.
Mr. Paul, you are part of.
I'll mention it again, or someone has it.
Anybody got it? Please, quickly, so we can move. Quickly.
Someone had it. Let me mention it again.
Oh, somebody, you got it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
053-50-27-47-43-578.
Anyone? Oh, at the back. Thank you. God bless you.
127-8198-19-86-086. Did anyone get it? Great. 8613-880-14-588-48. Did anyone get it?
Who got it? Thank you very much. Thank you.
So we'll move on to the questions. Please, there are microphones at every end.
So please
and in the aisle as well.
move to where the microphone is and stand by the microphone. If you want to ask a question, please. We are going to only take those who are standing in front of the microphone. So kindly move right now. If you want to ask your question, move right now to where the microphone is. One on my right, the other on my left, and one in the middle. Whilst we do that, please let's acknowledge and appreciate our sponsors. MTN Ghana have been doing amazing for us. Apart from them, we have Coca-Cola, we have Colibia Designs, QIC Live, QLAC, and Amansai TV. So that's the first question.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Mr. Paul, this is not a question, but it's a few comments I want to add to break it down to the few ones who are here. So, I don't know about everyone here, but a lot of us have heard about this financial or social capital. And we seem to not take it serious. So, every time after a talk like this, all we do is that we've listened, we've laughed, we've learned. When we go home, we forget about it. And so I just want to encourage everyone that take it serious, because everyone is talking about it. Every single person is talking about it. So if everyone is talking about it, it means that it should hit you for you to know that it's serious. And so we are always talking about social capital. But if you are building your capital and you are not building yourself, what makes you a good brand for people to deal with you? Do you want to build your social capital? People help you and embarrass them because you don't have the skills. No, you don't want to, so you have to build yourself as well. And then I can see that a lot of us have seen the computations about the 1 city, 2 city kind of thing. So I'm doing a free advert for MTN. They can take me as a sponsor. I hope so. So look at my face. MTN. MTN. So you see, we are talking about the 1 city. We are talking about the 2 city thing. Go to star 170. There's a saving option there. They allow you to be able to save 1 cedi a day, 2 cedi a day. It's automatic. So all you have to do is just have money on your mobile money. And then you don't even have to think about it. And usually you should know that money taken is not easily, is easy than giving money out. So if you can switch that to 1 cedi a day, you notice that you are losing 1 cedi a day, but it's not as bad as you would wait for the week and do 20 cedis. And I know that if guys are here and I say, oh, when I get home, I'll do it. I beg you, do it right now. Star 170 hash, go to financial services, you see it there. MTN, look at me.
I think we'll thank you. If you have a question, you ask. If not a question, we'll thank you. And then we'll encourage that you put the other comment on our social media handle so that everybody else can have access to it.
All right.
Thank you very much, Senior. Please, let's give a round of applause. Let's give a round of applause. He has done amazing for us. Oh, another round of applause for him. He should have been Mr. Paul's assistant speaker, but then we didn't see him early. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Francis. I want to find out, when you start work, the family dependency increases. Immediately they see that you have started working, that is where people call in for their problems. As we also want to save, how do we manage that? Do you just turn a deaf ear to them, or you still go ahead to support them? That is my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Kafu Mudi. I just want to ask if you can advise on any other means we can raise funds to support an already growing. Pardon? How to raise funds to support an already growing business. Because if I want to start investing now, which is very good, and then later put it into business, time value of money might set in, business modalities might change, and then I may not be able, in quote, to support that particular business that I want to do in future. Maybe I want to do it now or within the shortest possible time, and then the approach I'm going to take will take me probably 7, 5, 10 years to get that capital to start. So I want to ask if there is any other means we can raise capital to support our business today. Thank you.
We can take you now, yeah.
Please, I would like to ask, how would you make your money work for you?
Please speak loudly for us. I didn't catch that.
How would you be able to make your money work for you?
How to make your money work for you?
Yes.
Great.
Is that all?
Yes.
Would you answer now? So you answer the first.
Let me pick these ones quickly. Okay, so we don't get too bored. When you start work, family and friends, it's not only family and even friends, people will jump on you, right? But you see, the way we are structured culturally, other people also helped us. For example, my father died in 85 when I was in Mapa Primary or so. So throughout my schooling, I've had people supporting me. And if these people had not been supportive, I'll probably not be here today being a blessing to you. So we also need to learn to support others. We also need to learn to hold somebody's hands. But the thing I'll say, there are three things I'll say about your question. The first thing I want to say is, don't support irresponsibility. So somebody wants to go to school, you want to support the person. Somebody is learning a trade, you are supporting the person. Somebody goes to impregnate a girl, don't support. Don't support irresponsibility. People who will always go and create problems and they bring the problem to you to support. Support people who are willing to lift themselves up and then push them. The second thing I want to say is your 20% must be invested and support out of the 70. It's not wise to sacrifice your entire future just because you want to support. Sometimes when you have a seed, sometimes when you have a fruit, it may not be enough for so many people, or you have 5 fruits. Sometimes it is wiser to give out 2 and plant the 3. It will take time, but they will grow into trees, and other people can benefit from that. So don't support people, but have a balance. So you make sure you are securing your future, and at the same time you are providing that support. The last thing I want to say on your question is, let's also be careful about showing off. You started work, no, Charlie, right now you've bought a new car. The car cry is a loan. You are struggling to pay the loan, but everybody sees that you have bought a new car. So if somebody needs support, where should they go to? Where should they go to? You started work not too long ago. When you had your wedding, you had 10 people following you. The wedding reception alone, and after that you had the wedding dinner. If somebody has a problem in the house, where should they go to? So sometimes some of the demand on us are self-inflicted demand. It is based on how we have carried ourselves that we are inviting people to bring pressure on us. So that will be my answer to the first question. On the second one, to advise on how to raise money to grow your business. So I'll say that for those of you who want to get into entrepreneurship, start small but think big. Start small but think big. One of the biggest challenges for a number of young people is they want to start big. And nobody will give you money to start a business. People will only come in when they see success. If they have seen some success, then everybody wants to come on board. Those of you who have done business for a long time, you know when you start a business and you want a bank loan, no bank will mind you. But once you have demonstrated success, all the banks will come on board because everybody wants to be associated with success. So I would say that start small, but think big. Be disciplined, be focused, and once you are focused, you can look at either bringing in capital as equity. Equity means that you are bringing new shareholders on board and you lose part of the control of your business, or you bring in debt. Debt means a loan. You have to pay back with interest. So you look at either debt or equity. As to which one is better, I will use this platform to say it because each case may be different. You may want a one-on-one to help you make a choice on that. But the other area a lot of people take for granted is family and friends. Family and friends. And I talked about that. That comes back to networking. If you network well, you can take advantage of family and friends. And I mentioned Linda, when she's traveled, people will give her money. We'll take this $10,000. It's okay. I can give you 3 months. When you come back, then you pay. Linda is my wife. So there are times I traveled with her to far away, China, Turkey, other places. And there are people who are willing to give her supply on credit because of relationship and networking. Do you understand me? Because she's bought from the person over and over. Sometimes when she's traveling to China, she will look for some African wear, African print. So this is Ghana dress. And the Chinese woman is so excited wearing the Chinese dress, but the next one will be supplier's credit. That must follow. So these are simple areas we can take advantage of. How do you make your money work for you? There are 3 ways you can have your money work for you. Invest in properties, your money work for you. You can start a business that does not require your presence to run. So without you, the business runs and generates money. Your money is working for you. The third one is investing in paper assets, buying treasury, buying mutual funds, buying unit trust, buying the EDC fixed income fund. When you put your money there, we don't need you. You be home. Your money works for you. The beautiful thing, for example, with the EDC fixed income fund is it generates interest daily. Every day we calculate interest. So every day you make some money on your balance outstanding. So that is a simple response I will give to your money working for you.
Hello. I am concerned about children. And it's always said that we need to catch them young. I want to know what are some of the tricks we can use to help children cultivate the habit of saving and become financially independent. Thank you.
For children. Is it for children?
Thank you very much. I'm so impressed to be here today, Sir Paul. You've answered some of my questions, but I just want to speak on some things. It's about, you spoke about how some of us, we spend on our money. We spend money like we look up to those who earn big and we want to do what they are doing. And we spend it like how they are also spending it. Please, it's a very good impact that has entered into me today, or your thoughts have worked in me today, and I'm so very happy that we have to talk to the youth or the younger youths, so that we know how to use our money very well. I'm so impressed on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, please. Wonderful. Yes. We have a last one.
So thank you. Please, my question is it advisable to borrow to start up a business? And the second one has to do with, in your presentation, you said learn to pay yourself. How do you pay yourself? Thank you.
Okay, good. So the first one had to do with children and savings. It's tricky, but it's not impossible. So I have 4 biological children, 1 adopted girl. So I have 4 boys. So I will want to bring it home by making it very practical. So my children, my firstborn is 15. The last one is 6 years. Or almost 6 years. Sometimes I go to these seminars with them. I make it practical at home. One time, one of the things I did those days was to explain to them how the electricity meter works. Switch on all gadgets and see how it is reducing. Switch off all gadgets. Let's see how it's reducing. Unconsciously, the children know that when you leave the light on during the day, that is money going down the drain. And I live with my old lady until one day my 5-year-old, he was 4 then, came to me and said, "Daddy!" One time I put them in a car. I took them to East Legon, Airport Hills, other places, and I told them, everybody choose the house you want. And they were choosing by heart. They were just choosing. So when we got home, I explained to them that the way you build a house is to be disciplined. The way you build a house is not to be wasteful. Anytime you leave the light on, this is what is happening. You leave the soap in water. You are brushing your teeth. The way you even cast toothpaste. These are little things we take for granted. Then one day I was in my room when my 4-year-old came. He said, "Daddy!" I said, "What is it?" He said, "Grandma is not helping us in this house." If we don't build the house I saw, it is because of grandma. So, hey, what has grandma done? Every day the light in her room is on. But what I simply got out of the boy was that he had understood the discussions we had. So we take children for granted. I have explained to them that anytime we go to the shopping mall, people have shops at the shopping mall. What they do is they collect money from the people who go to the mall. So when we go to the mall, you say, I want this, I want this. The people are collecting all our money. If they collect all, nothing will be left for the house you saw as this gone. So one day we closed church and one said, Daddy, today can we go to the mall? One senior said, hey, shut up! You want the people to collect all our money? Daddy, we are going home, we are not going to the mall. So these are simple things we can do. Let them have susu box. Let them have investment account. Each of my children have their own investment account. And they sometimes work for the money. So when they are on vacation, until COVID came, when they are on long vacation, they go to the shop with my wife to work. So I negotiated, I told them I'll pay them 5 cedi a day. They said, no. The senior said, no, 5 cedi is small. They want double, 10 cedi a day. So 2 senior people, so that would be 20. I said, okay, you're on vacation, right? He said, yes. So you stay home and work and watch TV. He said, what does it mean? I said, it means that you are not working, you are not getting any paid. He said, no, we beg you, we like the 5 cedi like that. So, and the 5 cedi is on condition that when you go to the shop, you work. If you go and play games the whole day, you will not be paid. The little children can understand when they go, they work, and I pay them. So the 2 big boys share a room. One night I went to their room around 11 p.m. The senior was on his bed, but the second one wasn't there. So I asked him, where is your brother? He says, he's in the washroom. I said, see, you know boys' room. So the washroom door, they don't close it. Whether they are bathing or doing their thing, the door is open. But this time the door was closed. 11 p.m. and the boy is in the bathroom. So I pushed the door open and said, Nyamiche, what are you doing in the bathroom? And they said, he was sitting on the floor. Daddy, please, I am checking my money. So I sat with him, we checked, it was 65 cedis. So what do you want to do with this money? Say, Operation 1 million. I want to go and add it to my investment. I said, good. So you give it to me. Monday, I will drive with you to the place and you will fill the form yourself. So, okay. When I was walking out of there, he said, Daddy, but the investment, can we take it to a place we can get 10% a month? I said, it's only men's good. Then you can get 10% a month. But I cannot take you to men's good. So these are little things. They make money. Sometimes I beg, at the point I beg them, because when they go to school, their snack money they don't spend. Everybody is saving. And once the senior says, this is 40 cedi for you, for my investment, quickly the second one will go and search and bring his. The third one say, hey, me to have 3 cedi. So now snack money, they are not chopping. Everybody is saving. It's a healthy competition for them for their future. So these are little things. Sometimes to let them buy things for themselves. So they save, they want the Nike boots, whatever. They save and say, look, it's out of your own savings. You bought these boots for yourself. The next one is it advisable to start a business? Or we spend like other people who earn? So on the gentleman, I'll just make a statement. Don't live like the rich do. Think like the rich think. Don't live like they do. Big car, big dresses, designer, flying business class. No, don't live like the rich do. Think like the rich think. Is it advisable to borrow to start a business? Why not? There is nothing wrong with that. But know that when you borrow money, you pay back. If the business fails, you'll be sorry. You pay back. So if you borrow money, make sure that you deny yourself. A lot of entrepreneurs borrow money to buy dresses, borrow money to have extra girlfriends, borrow to buy cars. If you borrow for the business, it's for the business, and make sure the money goes into the business, and make sure you will pay back. If you borrow and you pay back, you are very likely to have a bigger amount of a loan. And finally, how do you pay yourself? If you're a salary worker, just put a standing order on your account. I've just seen a standing order on my account. Put a standing order on your account. You know the day you are paid. If you are paid on the 26th, put a standing order on the 27th. Because you can't have a temptation will react. Are you with me? But I also encourage you, get the books and read them, because in the 2 books you get more than 32 different keys on how you can save, invest, and become financially independent. One of them is Operation 1 Million, how to make your first million. So most of the questions you have asked would have answers in the books. Over to you, sir.
Round of applause for Mr. Mante for all the nuggets he's giving us. I also have a tradition in my house. I have a younger sister, been living with since she was born. And in my home, we don't spend coins. That's what we can do. I'm a student, so we don't spend coins. So the tradition is when we go out and we come home, everybody goes into their purse or their pockets, and any coin that is in there, we place it in a box. And with time, it's grown. So we open an account and we put that in. And we open, I think, an education insurance for her, SHS education. She's now in primary. So that's what I'm also doing in my house, to ensure that I also have something small for my future. I hope you do the same. Just save your coins. Me, I want to save coins to buy a car. So is it possible? Save coins to buy a car. So when I buy my car, I'll buy black Land Cruiser and make sure I ride in it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul Kofi Mante. The presentation was very educative. I presume we all learned something, and Operation 1 Million, Operation Black Land Cruiser. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So before we go on the next on our program outline, I would like to give out some airtime. There's so much. There's so much. So
wait. Are you guys tired of the airtime? You are tired of the airtime? Oh, okay.
You are tired because you are not getting it, or you are tired?
Okay, so those who are not tired, oh yeah, let's go. If you are tired, please
9585546518869.
Anyone got it? Just raise your hand so we know you've got it and we move on. Again, beautiful.
65604058472017.
Just
the next
show
one.
of hand.
55916487456483.
Again, beautiful.
35068022037550.
There's two more and we will go. Two
more and we go. 086027564721163.
Anyone?
And the last one, 86131-660-359694.
Great. So the part of the program that we've got to is the part where our sponsors and our exhibitors get to share some information with us. So let's listen to them just for about 5 minutes, about a few presentations, and then we can go on to the exhibition and then move on for lunch and we can go home. The first to do a presentation for us are our main sponsors, MTN Ghana. Please, a huge resounding round of applause for MTN Ghana. Please clap until they get here. Clap, 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 clap. If you don't like them, cry, you clap. If you like them to clap. Please, me before you speak, you give me one black Land Cruiser. Will you give me black Land Cruiser?
Which one? Is it V8 or which one?
V9.
Good afternoon to you all. Okay. My name is Christoph Bata. I'm with the sales department in MTN, and I'm the area account development manager for Klagon, Lashibi, Spintes, Airport Hills, and then 37, right up to the Accra Mall area. Well, we've heard a lot this afternoon, and we are very glad to be part of this program. Today we are talking about entrepreneurship, and MTN as a company or a corporate institution, we are very, very much interested in this program. So we deem it a pleasure to be here this afternoon. I'm going to talk about MTN products and services. We have many products and services, but I'm going to touch on just a few of them due to time restriction. So I'm going to talk about MTN Aquaba package. I'm going to talk about my MTN app. I'm going to talk about Ayoba. I'm going to talk about MTN Payment Merchant SIM. And I'm going to give a brief education on Momo fraud. With the MTN Aquaba package, it has to do with someone acquiring a SIM card and then coming onto the network. You all agree with me that when you visit any home, what makes you enjoy your stay there is how you are welcomed or how hospitable your host is. So likewise in MTN, when you buy our SIM card, we have a package we call the Aquaba package. We have put all these packages at one place, and it is a USSD code. It is a short code *550#. When you dial this short code on your mobile phone or your handset, it gives you all the list of these packages. We have MTN Sunday Special, which we are all aware of. It gives you the opportunity to pay just 1 cedi. And then when you subscribe, you are able to talk for 24 hours to all MTN numbers. We also have what is called the magic number. The magic number gives you the opportunity to select one number. And when you activate the magic number with that number, you are able to talk to that number, specific number, for 6 months without being charged anything. We also have the MTN Just For You. With this one, it's a special package that we give to those who use data. So based on your data usage, when you select the MTN Just For You, you are giving special packages based on how you use your data. So your data package may be different from a different person, depending on how you use your data. Okay, so when you dial the short code *550, it gives you the list of all these packages. I'm also going to talk about MTN app. Today, we know that apps run the world. Today, the owner of Facebook is one of the richest in the world because of the Facebook app. We can also talk about Alibaba. He is the richest man in China today just because of what? His app, Alibaba. So MTN also has brought something we call the My MTN app. When you download this app, it gives you the opportunity to have a lot of services. In fact, things that you cannot do with the USSD short code, the app is there to help you do it smoothly. So in case you have network challenge with checking your credit balance, when you dial the USSD, Or when you want to check your Momo wallet, when you dial the *170 hash and it doesn't go through, when you go into the app, it helps you to do all this. And then also one very nice feature about my MTN app is it helps you check your Momo transactional statement. It can let you see your first 50 statements without coming to our office to verify that. That is one nice feature about my MTN app. And then also MTN has brought something called my Ayoba or the Ayoba app. It works just like WhatsApp, but one key feature about the Ayoba is that when you are communicating with someone, chatting with someone, it is free of charge. You need to have data on your phone in order to access the app, but anything you do with the app is free of charge. That is one interesting thing about Ayoba. So I will entreat each one of you here to download it and you will not regret it. All right. Coming to entrepreneurship, MTN launched something we call the payment SIM, or what we call the merchant SIM. Today, every one of us here at least have mobile money on our handsets. We all do make payments through Momo. And when we go out there to shops or restaurants, we would like to do our payment through our Momo wallet. So what we have done is that we have introduced this special SIM card to businesses so that when you go there, you can make payments to them through those SIM cards. And the payment to these SIMs is very unique. When you do the payment, MTN charges you lesser than the normal charge that you do when you transfer money to someone through your wallet. So for instance, if you buy something and you pay through the merchant SIM,
just Momo it.
when you pay something like 1,000 Ghana cedis, instead of you being deducted 10 cedis, MTN charges you 1 cedi. MTN charges you 1 cedi. And also, when the receiver goes to withdraw the money, he is not charged anything. The merchant is not charged anything. So I will entreat every one of you here who own a shop or any form of business to apply for this SIM. It is free of charge. It is free of charge. So you just come to any of our branch offices and then come for further enquiries, and then we can take you through the process and set you up so that you also come on board. Okay, due to time, I would like to end here.
All right, please, a round of applause for
Thank you very
MTN.
much.
Our next speaker will come from Quality Insurance Company Limited. Please, a round of applause for them. QIC and QLAC. QIC and QLAC, they also have a very strong team. Just 120 minutes.
You just need 5 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Hello. My name is Anthony Kujoji. I'm here with my colleagues, Abraham, Medad, and Vivian. How many of you know about QIC or QLAC? Can I see your hands? Oh. But you know that QIC is for the Catholic Church? Are you aware? Oh, okay. No, because of, earlier on we were all under Quality Insurance Company. But because of NIC, we are separated now. We have QLAC for life business and then QIC for general business. Because of the way the presentation is going and the time limit, I'm not going to talk about our products. I'm going to rather encourage you, since we are talking about investment, how to make money, how to be entrepreneurs. I would suggest that when you go back to your different parishes, in order to empower you, talk to your parents, talk to your friends, let them know about QIC. And the benefit that you get out of it is any business that you get, there's a commission that will be paid to you. So it's for you to be able to start making money. And when you make the money, that's when QLAC will come.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, as my colleague is saying, Mr. Mante, I have opportunity to meet him twice. One in my final year in university, and then the second one at my church. And everything that he has told you here is not theory, because I'm a living testimony. And I encourage you, I will encourage you to take advantage, because whatever he said, I practically took it, and today I'm making ends out of it. How do I mean by that? Yes, this afternoon I was advising two ladies. You know, Quality Life Assurance is a company owned by the Catholic Church, and you have policies that you can take advantage. And as my boss was saying, insurance is one of the ways that you can save and make money for yourself and pay yourself out of it. So the 20% that he talked about that you should put aside for your future, we have a policy we call Quality Investment Plan. It's for every young man or every young woman. You pay a minimum amount of 50 Ghana cedis for at least a period of 10 years. But at a point, if you are so hard up, you can do what we call partial withdrawal out of it. You can also take advantage and use that policy to also do other things. Those of you who are here and yearning to do your master's or second degree or even your PhD, these are the ways that you can also save and put money aside whilst you are at work. Your money will also be working for you, as Mr. Mante said. So we have our decks here outside, and I urge every one of you here that after this session, coming to our table, you'll fill a simple set of forms, and basically the year is going to an end, and you are here, you think that, oh, we are in Christmas. We are telling you that, okay, next year is a new year. You can be part of your new year resolution plan, that the next year, every month I'll put aside 50 Ghana cedis. Every month I'll put aside 200 Ghana cedis. Every month I'll put aside 300 Ghana cedis, so that the next 10 years to come, when maybe you meet Mr. Mante again, you can give a testimony as I'm standing here giving testimony. I bought my fair car out of my savings. I didn't take a loan. So it's a practical step that you can also take and make money for yourself. I will not talk much and bore you with long talk. Come to our table. Or those of you come from different areas, we have our branch office at Tema Community 2, near the police station. We have our other office across the region, and then our head office at Adaraka, where the Catholic Press used to be. Visit any of our offices and take advantage of the Catholic institutions. And you and I know, Catholic has a reputation of a good institution. And I've been working for this company for the past 10 years, and I can assure you, every single claim that we have gotten, we paid, and we paid it promptly. So come, join us, and you will never regret. And as my colleague said, there's a job opportunities. And as my boss said, this opportunity for you also to make money. You can join our sales team, that any policy or any business that you bring to the company, you can also earn something out of it. Thank you very much for the opportunity. God bless us all.
So if you have any question, we'll be over there.
Thank you very much. So before we move on, I would like to ask some few questions, and I give the rest of the recharge cards. So who was our first speaker? 10 cedis. Who was our first speaker? Go ahead.
Please, if you can shout it and we can hear, that would be nice.
No, his full name.
Aeka Sakakano. Yes, anybody from here?
You said? Okay, so you have
Mr.
a recharge
Steven
card.
answered, but please a round of applause for her.
The next question is, what did he speak about? Please stop looking at your phones. Let me have the card.
For the next question, there's a gentleman here. Angela, let's allow the gentleman in front here to answer.
So the gentleman in front.
Yeah.
how to gain online customers.
Did he get that? Did he get that,
he
guys?
didn't
Did he get that?
Yes.
Oh,
So she got a winning
winning
customers,
customers online. So you are right, but then your wording is wrong, okay? We want specific answers. Angela, the next question is?
So the next question is, what did the second speaker speak about? Stop looking on your phones.
Okay, she's taking somebody at the back. Oh, how dear. Angela, there's somebody in front here. Did he get it? We didn't hear the answer, so we couldn't judge whether he was.
What was the name of the speaker? Mention 3 of our sponsors.
Angela, I think it would be good if you come forward so that we can see all the hands and pick from among the hands that are raised. Yes, I'm more front. I'm
So I need someone from St. Bakita to answer this.
Why would you want some? Okay, I also need someone
Who is
from
St.
Blessed
Bakita?
Clementina to
So
answer
answer.
this.
Thank you. Okay, so we have another question here. So I need another 3 sponsors. You've already mentioned the MTN. So the next person. I didn't hear you. No, I need 3. She already mentioned that. So let's move on.
Right. Once again, I think we should acknowledge our sponsors. But before we do that, I would like us to, in a special way, acknowledge the organizers of this event. Please, a huge round of applause for our organizing committee as well as the Temabato Dinri Youth Council. I think they've done amazing for us. Then, we have some special prizes we're going to give out, but I want to do it this way. So if I mention your parish, I want to hear a loud sound of noise or whatever it is you make when you go for Ghana Music Awards. I want to hear it here, right? So I'm going to randomly mention the parishes I can remember off head. And if I don't mention your parish, please don't beat me. Just remind me, yeah? Right. So I know we have the host parish, Saint Bakita, in our midst. Please, let's hear your voices. Oh, why the corona? You catch your voice. Let's hear the sound. Saint Bakita Parish, let's hear it. Oh, Bakita. Oh dear. All right, let's hear it for Saint Luke in Ashaiman. Saint Luke from Ashaiman, are they here? Yes. Shall we give it up for Saint Wimbium? Saint Augustine from Ashaiman. Saint Augustine is here. St. Augustine is here. Can we have Blessed Clementina? Blessed Clementina, Shama Fono. Yes, we have Joseph the Worker. Are they here? Joseph the Worker. They're not here. Oh, I hear you.
Hello. So we invite Reverend Father Genario Zapabli, the chaplain for the Archdiocese. Reverend Father Genario Zapabli.
Please a round of applause for him. For those of you who do not know, Reverend Father is our new Archdiocesan Youth Chaplain.
Please give it up for Father Genario.
Very soon. Please, a round of applause for him. And he has also given us his YouTube channel to be used to stream what we are doing here today live on YouTube. So, Father, we just want to have a small message from you for us, the youth, based on what you've seen today. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Youth. Catholic youth. See the way you are responding, like I will tell the students,
this your action cannot kill mosquito. Do you believe that? So I want to see an action that can suck all the flies in this room. Youth, Catholic youth. Thank you very, very much. So on this note, I want to thank the chaplain of the Temabato Deanery, Father Hilary Agbenosi. Shall I put our hands together for him, for his able leadership that has helped in organizing this program. We want to thank also the Youth Deanery Executive. Shall we put our hands together for all of them? The Youth Deanery Executives, Temabato Deanery Executives, we thank you. And then also, applause to all of you who have made it to this program. Put your hands together for yourselves. Arise, Catholic faithful. Arise, Catholic faithful. So, my dear friends, my dear brothers, the one thing that everyone is talking about is what? Who knows? What's the one thing everybody's talking about everywhere? What? What? Money. Hey, is that what everybody's talking about? Wonderful. I can see you need money. How I pray that you all get money in your pockets. See, the pandemic is what everybody's talking about. Hey, oh, am I lying? Am I lying? It's a pandemic everywhere. Because of Corona, some are no more going to school. We are home. We don't even remember some of our teachers' names anymore. Some have even forgotten their school names. It's interesting, but it's true. But this is what we find ourselves in this time. I just want to challenge you and encourage you. Some of us think that it is a time to relax, a time to sleep, a time to eat and grow fat, and a time to while away time, but it is a time to invest in other things. I can challenge you. If you have much time on your hands, please spend the time doing something. Do something. Master your hobby. If you have any hobby you wish to master, this is the time. Now, very soon in January, school will reopen, whether you like it or not. But you are sure that you have 2 months. In 2 months, what do you want to do? Maybe you have the gift of playing the keyboard. Master it. You have interest for sewing, designing, IT, something. Master it before you begin school in January. I hope you understand. So don't just sit down and while away the time. We have so much potentials in us. We will not allow COVID to ruin it at all. So keep polishing yourself. Read on the net. Read so many things. You all know that now people are talking about same-sex, LGBTQ, and then the Pope's statement. Now, the unfortunate thing is that even we as Catholics are not able to stand to defend the Pope and defend our church. That is unfortunate. This is the time to go onto the net, look for materials, Catholic materials, and read. Let us enrich ourselves. Knowledge, they say, is power. Knowledge is power. So if you have knowledge, you have power. And the thing that we are lacking is knowledge. It says, for the lack of knowledge, my people perish. And we don't want to perish as youth of the Archdiocese. So in view of this, the youth office is thinking and planning. From 2021, we are planning, maybe every quarter, we shall organize some kind of formation program in catechesis. That will be organized every quarter at the youth center, to see many youth coming there to learn about the church, to learn about our faith, so that nobody comes to lie to you or tell you something which is not true. You can go and look out for information and build yourself. The truth is that we have everything as Catholics. True or false? We have everything. But some people come to lie to us, to deceive us, to go to some other churches. So let us cherish what we have as a church. Let us cherish the things we have as a church. Learn more about them. If you have questions, ask your priest. We are there. Call your priest and find out before you make any decision. Don't make any decision